at it. Look at that.
I know. It's real bad.
That was exciting.
You go. This place is awesome. Whoop! Watch out. And we're back. I made a couple singles.
Is that like Metallica? Or
yeah, yeah. It's the hardest. It's Cradle of Filth.
This is horrible.
It's Friday morning.
You got my glasses on.
Oh gosh.
She didn't die.
I didn't. I made it.
We almost died.
This is my first adventure back into the world, so cross your fingers.
Yeah, it's Ohio and it's cold and miserable, so you gotta find things to go do. And we need parts. And working on Wyatt's truck, trying to get it done. Same old, same old. We got slowed way down by illness.
And the mail is way behind, so ordering stuff right now is just not even an option. So we're hitting the road. Restoration
World is 30 minutes up the road, and they have parts for everything. And I just called them, and we need parts.
So we're taking you with us.
We're going to get parts.
We made it.
Here we are at Restoration World. Jennifer's never been here. I forgot that. I came here. I thought she came with me. This is like a candy store for Chevrolet. Stay tuned.
Oh, they are? Got everything everywhere. No. We didn't bring children.
Yeah, this is a real handy resource to have within an hour's drive of our house.
I didn't even know it existed. This is wild. There's rooms and rooms. Look, the door panels over there hanging up. You can get anything.
Sounds like a dog's getting murdered in the back.
I know. They need a new belt on something is what that is. Maybe they're sewing. Maybe they got a sewing machine. This place is awesome. Well,
that was exciting. Was that exciting?
You got so much stuff.
Let's see here what we got. Usually I don't spend the extra money, do I?
No, I was just letting it ride. Whatever. I mean, well, you don't ever do that. So I was happy for you.
Silverado cost me. See?
I know it.
See, Silverado has chrome, extra trim, and the grill.
Yeah.
It has the turn signals are built in. They clip in.
Oh yeah.
Right here.
Okay.
So for that stuff to fit the factory, we needed that. And then apparently we got to do paint work.
Oh yeah.
Paint that black. And then we got new bezels that don't match.
They don't match. Factory don't match.
And then we got some of these because it's a 20
They were there,
now.
so there we were.
And then we got hardware kit for our headlights, springs.
Lots of little bags.
Yeah, so
show them what the big money was.
The big money, where is it? I don't even see it anymore. So how much was it? Oh, it's heavy. How much was this? $75.
Oh, it was the strips that were $95. The little strips we have to paint.
Yeah, so that goes under there.
Worth it.
That's fine.
It is.
It's perfect.
It is. It'll look good.
Look at, they had even though they didn't have specifically what we needed for some things.
It's fine.
He gave us this kit. It's got clips and screws. Hey.
That place was impressive.
By nightfall, we'll have this stuff done.
All right.
We just need to paint this or whatever. It'll be done.
I love it.
I'd hate to restore a lot of cars.
What are we doing today?
We're back. We've been on a road trip to get the grill. We had to paint some of the grill, which was unexpected. So if we're painting stuff, let's paint some more stuff. I've had this fluid film black for the inside of your frame, but it's really been too cold to do anything. Or by the time you get it warmed up in here, it's too late to do it. So it's your time to shine.
Oh, yay. I get to do it?
Yeah. The trick is to get you to do it all. So this is fluid film, protects all metals, lanolin based, no solvents. Long-lasting, non-toxic, non-hazardous. Simply the best since 1943. So I bought a 6-pack, and it was like $100. And it has a tab on it.
I mean, that's pretty cool that it's been around almost as long as our truck.
Well, yeah, that's why I picked it.
That was your specifications.
It's on there.
Whoop.
All right, so we'll get it's fluid film. So I imagine, and we don't know what it's going to look like. So we'll get you. I'm shaking them with the old Sawzall.
Whoa, whoa. Nice catch.
So I'm on shake up duty. So I'll get the next one going while you're working on that.
All right.
We'll get you some gloves. They want to see you work. People are tired of seeing me work.
I don't know.
You want the do you want these ones?
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
People are like that. She
know.
can't work.
They like to see.
That's what they want to see.
They say I can't work.
They're going to.
They're gonna say I can't.
People will. People are mean.
Like I'm not allowed or incapable. Can't. Is my question.
Make sure that's on good. But I don't know what they're going to say because the comments are tough.
Yeah.
Do it a lot. Stick it up in there and do it a lot.
Are you gonna coach me?
No, but you can't get it. We got plenty though. It's
Dripping out.
of the nozzle.
No.
Yes, it is. So watch out. It's messy apparently. That's our only nozzle. So we gotta. Why is it doing
I
that?
don't know.
Is there something? Make sure it's on good.
I mean, I got it on there. It's
Go.
coming out of the tube too. I guess
All right,
you just gotta go for it.
Just stay dirt.
That's all you
Stay.
gotta do. You just gotta go for it. It's coming way out the bottom. Okay.
I don't like how it's coming out of that
Me
nozzle.
either. That's what I'm talking about.
That feels like that's what we should be getting inside the frame. Is it on there good?
Yeah.
Crazy that's the best operation that they give you. All right, I guess just go to town with it. Do the best you can before it gets too nasty to work with. The problem is it's going to drip all over good stuff.
Well,
I don't know what to do. This is crazy. The nozzle they give you ain't worth a damn, is it?
I guess it's better than nothing.
It's hold on a second. Time out. I don't know if it is. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it is. Nothing I've ever used in my life to do that to your floor. So wrap this around it or something. That's ridiculous. That can't be how it is. That nozzle must not fit it.
Good.
It's already, I mean, it was supposed to be like a fairly clean thing. You've already got it all over you. I'm not impressed. How could they be in business since 1943 if this is the best they do?
This can't be right.
No, more of it's coming out on the floor. That's unacceptable.
Oh, bro.
I was expecting like this awesome job of like three cans per side. I didn't know it was going to completely ruin our whole shop.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know.
I give you all the easy jobs.
You always make me feel like I'm making a huge mess.
Well, you
I
are.
usually am.
You are. But it's not your fault. I mean, you are making progress, but
That's it for this bottle.
pull that nozzle off and throw that. Woo! That's major fucking deal, ain't it? Why didn't it fit no better?
Bring me another bottle.
I didn't even get it shook up. And they're all taped together, dude. This whole operation is not great. That right there makes me want to get all excited and angry. But I'm not going to. I didn't even move the weight bench out of your way. Well, I thought it would be like a precise.
I mean,
That sucked. Sorry I set you up like that. Why didn't they give us a better nozzle? What's it look like?
let me have
Flip
that.
it over.
Let me have it. That's what I said. Let me have it. There's like a little straight piece. Whoop! Watch out.
That got me.
I mean, that's it. That's how it goes. I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
I guess that's the way they say it goes.
I'm glad I had you do this job. This is horrible. Just do the best you can.
Yeah, it's coming right out this one too.
Yeah.
Oh, even worse, I think, than the other one.
There's no way to get it in there without using that. Wow. So there's a lot of disappointment in the automotive world. This is how good this is working.
Just drain it off a little bit.
This is automotive
Just a
world,
little
dude.
drain.
You can't buy anything. Just do the others. I mean, you feel like you.
No, I didn't even get up here.
Wow. If I cared more about my floor, I'd be all like,
Upset.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is, you know?
Oh, that's not whole.
That's
All right.
crappy, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's a mess. That's a mess.
Is it even doing it? Is like
Yeah,
the
I think it's going in there.
is the progress, just do the, get it, do the other side, I guess.
It's
Daggone.
like bubbly, like soda.
I feel like the good stuff's not even making it into the frame, to be honest with you. Look,
Dude, there's like cracks behind you.
I mean, more of it is. This is a horrible. I hope like we're gonna. Whoa! That's too much mess. That's too much mess. I can't deal with that. It's not even worth it. I would rather the truck rust out.
Okay.
I look at it.
I
Look at that.
I know. It's real bad.
This is what they said. 1943. They've been in business. Let's stop
Okay.
and let's try. Throw the whole thing away. The nozzle and all. Obviously, it don't work. Get your gloves off. Everything. That was wild.
I'll be honest, it has a real weird smell to it too.
Here, clean your hands. I'm sorry I made you do that. But they come with this little straw. Let's just try
I
that.
know. I saw that.
Let's just try the straw. So, let's give them a live
They're getting a live review.
review. Review it. Fluid
My
film.
experience so far, you can absolutely not trust the device that they've sent you.
What was
That's
they
my
think?
review. I don't know.
Here's what else they sent.
They sent you some tissues.
Toilet paper.
Maybe we're supposed to shove those around it.
These are wallet tissues for crying about it all night long. For crying about it all night long. Ultra soft and strong.
I need some more gloves. Can't get this tape off either.
Harbor Freight gloves.
So dumb.
This whole deal's real dumb. I'm sorry. That was a booby trap, like off the Goonies. A booby trap, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that messy.
Here, we're gonna get this girl to work and look real dumb. This will help the industry. I'm.
1940.
You know what? Do you know what kind of mentality I would have came home with if I would have tried to do that by myself and came back to the house? You wouldn't even understood what I went through. Now that red thing is going to want to try to come off.
Okay.
So when you get it in your hole, hold the red thing on with your backup hand.
Oh, look at it's coming
Huh?
up.
What?
No overflow.
Now, why did we? What was
I don't know
this?
why they even sent us that other one. I mean, this would take longer.
Well, it's not going to get as good either. But just
But-
throw it in there heavy. We know now. That's way better. They sent the wrong.
I need to call them. You remember all those people used to call people to complain about stuff? My grandma would be like, I got a call down call them.
I'm gonna leave a daggone review.
I'm gonna call them. It's more
Could you imagine when grandmas found out you could leave reviews? There's probably old lady just leaving reviews everywhere she could.
Bro, I used to see my grandma's comments on some stuff that were just outlandish. I had to quit following her because I was embarrassed.
Yeah, when you first see one of your older relatives get on social media, it's cringy, isn't it?
Oh, man.
Give her some shakes in between there. I feel a lot better about having you do this now that it ain't Van Halen eruption.
Well, it most definitely is not good.
That coated our floor, though. I mean, the floor is good for a...
It's not going to rust.
No.
Oh, it's stripping out over there.
It's all right, man. That's a bad memory. They're all going to rust, and you know, if you take a top on a... Did it go in the hole?
It's my fault.
If you chop a top on a car, there's metal in there that's rusting. They all will rust. Rust never sleeps.
I was trying to get a different angle there. Should have moved.
So we'll have to try this stuff on something we can actually see someday.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been bad to do before.
How much of that first two-can stick we actually got in? 10%?
We actually probably have a lifetime supply over there, and before we'd probably do 6 more frames if this is really all there is to it.
I mean, that was the recommended batch, I guess. They knew what I would be doing, but that was ridiculous. We'll take... Whoa! She was outside spraying.
It happened.
Like I said, it don't have to be... The frame's not perfect anyway. If you look at this frame, and everybody's going to look at it for years to come, and they're going to be like, I don't know why he messed with this frame. They're real porous, the way they were made. Okay. Like, the metal in them was real porous.
Me too.
And not I don't know, the grain isn't as tight as new metal, so you know, you're just trying to do the best with what you can. And I was going to weld every hole up in it and seal it, but then I thought, well, there's no way for me to ever spray any of this beautiful stuff in there. But this has been...
It just got a little crazier than expected. That's typical.
When she does this, she don't usually have that kind of problem, do you?
Yeah, right. They've seen me spill a whole gallon of freaking paint. I spill stuff all the time.
Like I used to think, like, for the last 2 years I've been like wanting customers, and I had customers and stuff, and like honestly I don't really want to even mess with it because there's so much misery. You might have to, you know, get down, and I put the body on too soon. There's misery in all this stuff, buying parts. Like, Matt, we went to buy a grill today for a Chevy truck, and I know everybody in the comments and everybody on Facebook, their uncles, brothers, buddies got some grills. They're all broke. They're all cracked. They're all junk. I wanted something nice. And really, who doesn't? It's just hard to spend that money all the time on the nice stuff. So try to tell somebody you're working on their truck that you spent $500 on a grill shell today, and they're probably going to think you're crazy and you're trying to steal from them.
Yeah, but that's the reality of it.
Use that big unwelded hole I got right there so far. The slit. Oh, yeah. Oh. It'll probably all catch on fire when I go to finish welding that hole shut.
Thank you.
Well, we're getting stuff done. This is the first time we've been able to be in the same room doing something since we got sick.
Yeah, for like 2 weeks.
I'm not usually the film guy. This is like riding passenger. I don't mind
It
it.
probably drives you nuts.
No, I like it. I get tired of people criticizing what I do. They was criticizing in the comments the other day about the rear brakes. One guy was basically telling me I was stupid, that what I was saying was wrong. I'm not usually one to come online and say wrong things. Usually I try not to even talk about stuff unless I know what I'm talking about. That's not how you do brakes. That's not how those bearings get oil. You better grease those because you're wrong. There's a seal in there that keeps the oil from coming out into the bearings. Well, On 99% of all axles, that's the way it is, but not on the one I was working on. She got a new tattoo.
You're so dumb.
I'm stir crazy is what I am.
I am too.
We don't drink, so like what are you supposed to go do? Like you don't want to go nowhere and be around a bunch of drunk, annoying people. Well,
I gotta do the other side down low. I didn't do it with that overflow bottle.
watch where you step. She's undercoated. I think it'll be all right. That's better than nothing. On the truck?
Yeah.
Any,
When are we coming close to that point in time?
I think that since it's not as much of a rat rod, but I think we should like I think we should do some bondoing work at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I at least want to start on the inside. I feel like the inside should be
The inside could be started
before
on.
the outside.
Yeah. The inside could be started on right now. We just need to get some supplies, clean it out, start sanding and painting. It's really all primed, but the dash and that little back panel back there. So we're going to make the interior nice. No matter what the outside looks like, we want the interior to be nice. And we got to decide what to do with a seat. We don't really have a seat for it.
Figure that out.
Well, the thing is figure out is do you cut this base out? Because we don't have a seat. So if we want to put a different style seat in there, I got to cut all this out. You get what I mean? Or we just build something. But we didn't go to Wyotech, so we're not good at sewing yet.
Well,
But all these door panels can be done. I'll buy a bunch of sandpaper.
the inside needs to be done.
All right, hold this for.
Okay.
So. This is what we got. And this is why it was so expensive, because this is a quad headlight Silverado. This is a Chinese repop. No room for no emblem, and on the back, no room for turn signals, which most people just create something. But I'm trying to be, on this truck, I want it to be vintage. So to me, vintage is not scabbed together. So you take these, the key in there right like that.
Nice.
We don't have a plastic nut for that, so and here's the weird thing. It was made in Tong Yang, but that's not weird.
Tong Yang.
It was weird buying it because they were like, we don't have nothing for it.
Yeah, there was no like clips or screws.
None of these clips. And they didn't have any hardware kit for this particular grill. Probably the most expensive grill they had, but no hardware kits for it.
That was pretty wild.
So I don't want to drop it.
And these don't match, which is dumb. That's the way they came.
Okay, so it'll take some work. I'm gonna paint in there too. Okay, so I don't even know where the paper was, but the grill wasn't that expensive. And then we needed these, okay? So there's only one grill for quad headlight. They tell us. Yeah, that's the only grill we got, quad headlight. Which I would have been fine with a simple grill with the turn signals built into it. Or what I probably should have just went in and got was a set of these and one of these and just told them, I'll make the rest happen. Because those are similar colors.
They're closer, but they still don't match.
I think that matches.
Yeah.
So.
It'll probably look fine once the headlights are in there. Won't be able to tell.
And
Yeah.
we're gonna go buy new headlights
Yeah.
because the headlights are hanging out of it. So if we're on the headlights, you have 79 to 87 adjuster screws. There's 2 or 3 per headlight, and then a spring. So you got a spring and then like 2 adjusters per headlight. So we got that. So even though stuff's only a couple bucks, it probably start adding up. This is a headlight bezel mounting kit because they didn't give you anything with the bezels. So there's our screws. And then a 69 to 72 grill fastener kit just because it has a variety of different stuff in there. So, and then because since we went from 6 lug to 8 lug, I bought a set of these. I wasn't really price shopping I just went in there to buy what I wanted to buy.
Well, they also don't have prices on anything.
No. So you can't beat brand new.
No.
Huh? We'll put a little silicone on the back of those babies. That looks good right
Looks
there.
real good. Looks real good.
So we got those. It'll give you. Here's another thing. And now this isn't a knock because I'm learning. And it's not. They were called Restoration World. They obviously need to sell you stuff.
Every bit's and piece.
So stuff like this don't come with nuts, you know. Which I don't. I usually just pop a set off of a truck and those break off anyway. But what is it?
Nothing. I'm just
My
fixing
collar
your
jammed
collar.
up?
They can't even see it. You could have just let me do it.
So that's the thing. But if you don't use these, then the glue, you know, so I get probably easier. I'm not even sure if you can reach in there and get to those. So we got those. And this, it's gonna look good.
Yeah. I don't think those headlight things look as bad once they're in there as I
Then
thought they would.
some of the other expensive stuff.
This was silly. This was the most expensive
Yeah,
part.
these were the trim pieces that go on each side of the grill.
And you had to come home and paint
You
them.
have to paint them yourself.
So that's fun.
He's messaging me out the ass.
I don't know.
My son. So, these need to go on. I should probably wait until they dry. Or I'll just ruin them up.
You don't be mad.
So,
You
these
could.
go here. Well, this goes here. It's going to look good. It's
gonna look real good.
And then our $80
Yeah.
die cast the emblem. We could have went more repop than we did, but I want this truck to hold its own in a parking lot despite its age. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new. Like, we called this Wyatt's truck, but it's slowly turning into like Wyatt, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but this isn't like this is what I drove when I was 16. But I don't want it damaged. I'm worried. I'm not worried about.
What you're saying is it's not Wyatt's daily driver by any means.
Yeah, you're not tearing up my trucks. I'm going to have some authority invested in it. So, we got bezels, grill, trim, bow tie, hardware, emblems, and we'll buy 4 new headlights in the morning, 2 new bulbs for the turn signals, and that's what I've been trying to do on this truck is complete things the right way. Another piece to that is talked about on the last video. And sorry if that last video sounded like I had bronchitis, because I probably did, and I probably still do. And I was laboring through that, She was at the house, 3/4 dead. I wasn't even sure if she was going to feel like editing. So I just kind of put together a mechanical video. And in part of that video, we was working on the rear brakes, and I said, I'm not going to use that line. Well, I got to looking on Amazon, and I bought this braided steel line. It says for 4 to 6 inch lift, Chevys, Blazers, stuff like that. So I'll get this mounted in the back, get the 2 brake lines run, and then we'll probably finish that in this video. I'm just telling you. And then we'll be able to start bleeding brakes.
Ooh, my favorite thing. We're so good at that.
So my plan is the rest of this video is to get the emblems on, get the headlights swapped, and get the grill in, and then we're going to paint that inside right now before we leave for the evening. I'll take the grill out, set it over the side, paint inside there, and then
Perfect.
just like that, we'll be right back. This is how we got the truck when it showed up here, which it showed up here to be worked on, but somebody had taken parts off of it before it made its journey to Ohio. Need to get another radiator for it. We're almost ready to fire it up. Will it start video, huh?
Yeah. That'll be real. This has never started.
Yeah, it has.
This motor in this.
Multiple times.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the motor that I started on the frame,
Oh yeah.
and then it don't get them runs. These aren't instructional videos.
No.
These are inspirational videos. If you don't like me spray painting my stuff, it's inspire you to do better. Right?
Yeah.
Let's just throw some paint on that radiator in case it does make it. I know it used to work, but I thought I've seen it leaking, but we're here, you know. We already got it prepped. We might as well paint it. Well, he tried to sell me this, and I told him I had it all.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was missing.
Oh. Well, we know we need one piece.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's just one
I
piece.
didn't notice it was gone.
Maybe it's around.
Honestly, like, I hate to say this because I'm anti this. I'm anti delivery. Like, if you can support local, support local. But I could just order a piece of that and have. I mean, it takes 3 hours to go somewhere.
I know.
So we did get a lot of pieces to the puzzle. I'm glad I went there because I probably would have just put a cheap piece of crap in there like always, but we're trying to grow up.
It's gonna look good.
Can't really tell because I didn't put much elbow grease into it. But I did start cleaning on that bumper with the Old Man's Garage Jack's Wax.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
I do.
Bill Hoskins.
Yeah.
So we're going to clean that stuff up. So, by the end of this video, we should have the brakes completed, the grill in it, new headlights. We're moving right along, honestly.
For sure.
I got a list going. And although sometimes I finish stuff that ain't on the list, I put it on the list and then mark it out because then you know it was done.
And it makes you feel better. Like you have more stuff marked off
That's
your
the real
list.
reason.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's fine. I do it
That's the
too.
real reason. Because I started out, always go bigger on your cardboard. Because I've had to turn to the other side, and the other side isn't quite ready. But third brake line and axle brake lines,
About to mark it
and
off.
then fill brakes, check for leaks. So I get those three brake lines on. I can mark 3 things off. Grill and bezels. Tomorrow we'll have those off. Paint bumper. That's actually supposed to say paint tailgate.
Okay.
We're going to paint the hood and the tailgate when it's nicer out. We just do that right outside. But she is coming along. It's going to be a nice truck. We get it all done. We'll pull it back out. We'll buff it down some more. And who can hate on a black on black 87?
Nobody.
Nobody. So,
I'm excited for it.
all right, let's get back to work.
All right. And we're back.
I'm trying to give you this is radical face. So we're still at it. Sorry, my eyeball started itching. We're still working. These are reproduction parts, but I think we got it ready to go. We got the turn signals in. We had to paint this, which got my DNA right there. If you ever want to know if I'm guilty of anything, right there's a good fingerprint. It's not aggravating because we're just, it's like a puzzle. I felt like we went to the right place.
I did too.
And we got what we went for.
We did.
But the hardware scenario for this particular setup, like I think they had such great stock that, like, did we go in looking for a needle in a haystack? You know what I mean?
You know.
Yeah, put your turn signals in. And I meant to go buy new headlights and 2057s. But I got priced out. I went to AutoZone and headlights they didn't have 2 of each for one. And they was $29 a piece. So then when I was like, well, I'll just order 4 headlights on Amazon. So I go out to the truck, and first time I get on Amazon, they're trying to sell you all these newfangled bulbs, like we got in the Army truck.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. You know, that burns the fuse out of that truck. Those headlights were in it. You got to put the headlight grill in before the bezels. You wouldn't want to do it. I already scratched it. I scratched the hell out of it.
It's okay.
It's all right. It's all right, folks. I just broke it. Okay, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. So I scratched it.
That's okay.
We'll clean it up. We'll clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
So this is part where we didn't have anything. So we got these. Look like you'd hang a board with. Oh, well, I didn't put any clips in because it really didn't come with clips. Let's pull it back out at the risk of breaking it.
Hmm.
This has to be the most complicated of the Chevy grills that I've ever messed with. So, let me put some kind of clips in here. Those are all huge. This is what we bought. There's some pop rivets in there. There's these things in there, which these go in without breaking. Hold that grill there so it don't get up into the... We're going to drill on it.
Oh.
And I got the precision. Nothing can go wrong here. The more I work on trucks, the less I want to work on trucks for other people. You know what I mean? Because this would be somebody else's truck, you know? And then here we are, drilling on it. Brand new grill. Because we went to the place and they didn't have the stuff, right?
It's real wild that, like, it's like you're going to cook something and they're sold out of your main ingredient.
Yeah, yeah.
The one thing that ties it all together.
Hamburgers. You're gonna have hamburgers tonight, but you go to get hamburger and they don't have it. So you end up with turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey burger.
I wouldn't. I'd just do something else. But
who was the first person that wanted a turkey burger?
Like, they're not bad, but
well, who would want to think to try it? Like, what do you want tonight for dinner? Burgers? I got some lovely turkey.
Grind it up, Betty. That's what he said.
If someone invited me over for turkey burgers, I ain't coming.
You're not sold on the experience?
I'm not even considering.
They ain't bad.
No. Like if we meet some new people through YouTube and then they're like, come over. And then they're like,
We're going to throw some turkey burgers on the grill.
Get here about 6. No.
No.
Okay, she spent harder this time around.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's see. It's just beautiful out, isn't it?
I feel like I was wondering if that was just thunder I heard. Thunderstorms.
AC/DC.
Yeah, February.
Thunderstruck. Is it breaking it? I keep going. Why didn't screwing in? These are the screws that come with those clips.
That means nothing.
It does not. Am I going to break the grill? Do I have to worry about that? It sounded like hell all the way.
Yeah.
I'm glad this is our truck. We'll get it. We'll have a grill installed here in a minute. This has been in the way my whole life. That shop vac has. You ever had anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like your red door or something?
Yes, I was just thinking about that the other day.
Somebody's going to say, well, those ain't the right. You're not using the right fasteners.
Probably not.
We never in our life tried harder to use the correct fasteners than this trip right here.
It's true.
I had money flowing. We went to a place called Restoration World.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what do you think so far?
It's looking good.
It's in, ain't it?
It's in there.
And we got these carpenter screws out of our kit. Last bolt. I haven't even had a chance to step back and look at it.
Looks real good.
So I didn't let the fact that we didn't have new headlights stop this party, because we'll just get new ones and you can put them in. It's the wrong side.
There we go.
Oh, wait, no clips. No clips. And then these clips here do not fit.
Oh.
These clips here will though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, proper. Those are proper. And he did sell me that kit. So I do have screws for these. Right here, already placed. Your little slot here goes in your housing. Thankfully the housings weren't missing. That would have been more searching. There's not a lot that holds them in. I got good news and I got bad news. I found a piece.
Oh.
So
Okay.
we're going to have to get another one. Anyways, so we're going to be one piece short. Don't tear me up.
Looks really good.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't got no doctoring advice in this video. You're darn frick. We've been in the old Ohio's drought. Slump. Is it a slump?
Yeah.
We're in a slump. There's nothing exciting to do around here.
It's gross outside and
Gross out every day.
brown and
Okay,
rainy and no sunshine. It's gross.
So, our content has been mostly stuck in this garage. We went to Louisville and looked at some cars. You know, a lot of our best videos are of car shows.
It's just because we're actually having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like we're redundant in the winter because this is all everybody gets to look at. It's the inside of the shop, but everything that comes out of it for spring will be worth it.
Well, we've been van promising. We've been over van promising and under van delivering.
Yes.
This is in the way. So I'm trying to get this done. And it's to the point now where this truck can sit anywhere. It don't need to be here on the lift. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. We're making good progress on this thing. It don't seem like it, but I'm almost ready to start it. Which I'm not in any hurry. I've been trying to take my time, do it the right way, get as much done as possible. I played a lot on that. Old Dukes of Hazzard back when I was a gamer. When you was a gamer, what did you play?
I play a lot of Mario Brothers.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. And Mortal Kombat.
Well, I scratched it.
That's all right.
None of the rest of the truck's perfect.
Right.
So shut the hood off. I haven't really adjusted.
I don't think you should.
No, I need to slide that whole hood forward. But that looks good. I've never had a truck with turn signals in the grill. I always just had single headlight trucks. But it's a neater
It looks
setup.
cool.
Gotta get a screw in the middle of that. None of it really fits spectacular, but the truck's been hit, crunched, transported. Let me get back and look. Part of the reluctance was I don't feel like that's $500 worth of fun.
Well, I agree because I feel like it's the most delicate thing I've ever witnessed. Like for the amount of money it is, it should be made of something better than that delicate plastic.
Yeah, well, and then add 5 years to it, and all the corners will break off.
Bro, I know.
Behind you.
Yeah, I think for the amount of money that is, the cost is over the top.
You have a new respect for the way they're made, or a less respect for the way they're made.
Yeah.
So wonder they hold up. Like it don't fit terrifically good.
No.
Somebody's gonna walk up and be like, "You paid how much for that? I had one out in the fence row I'd have gave you.
Yeah.
Here's what you'd have gave me.
With all the hardware.
Here's what you'd have gave me off the fence row. Broke. Corners broke. Tabs broke. This is a reproduction. We could have went there and probably bought this for $59.
Well.
And then tried to make something.
Yeah.
Make something work.
This looks better. This looks good.
All right. Now what? I got a brake line to put on it. Should we put that on it?
I guess so. Let's keep moving forward.
Lift moved. Always check your lift. Welcome to my rear end. It's dark back in here. So, we got 2 brake lines left. I was just over there flaring them, making my own little flares. Hopefully I did a good job. So this is the brake line we were waiting on. I picked this up off Amazon. The stock one wouldn't reach because of lift kit. So here was the stock one. And just that much. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Pretty good job. $40. That was annoying. Got this bracket here. None of these will fit it. Projects take forever, don't they?
I feel like you're pretty quick. I mean, but to you it seems like forever because you're doing all the work.
This truck did sit for a little while I worked on your truck. Sometimes, okay, here's the problem of living with, we don't know what I have. Short attention span. I never went to the doctor. I don't go to the doctor. Okay, so I think that I haven't got anything done, but then I look over and I built a whole frame over there.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
I think that you also like want things done faster, so it feels like forever to you.
Yeah, and then I also have a real case of barn depression.
Mm-hmm.
That I can't seem to want to spend enough time in here right now because the doors are shut.
It's cold.
It's cold. I'm not complaining. None of that's a complaint. It's just real. It's probably what everyone faces.
I'm sure it is.
You don't want to over tighten these. They're copper. Don't over tighten them. So I got the last one here halfway made up. Stay right here. Okay?
Okay.
Brake line 101. They don't really sell a perfect brake line for this, so it's got to go here. And you need to come out, do a 90, come down, do a 90, 45 around your U-bolts, and then right here is like a factory deal. Give you these little factory deals here. Whoop. And that's where they want you to put it. So get you a nice gentle 90. And then backwards 90. Whoa, this stuff's soft. You can bend it by hand and make it look better as you go. We're just trying to get a general idea how much we need here. Been doing this all my life. Okay, we're down to the clip. Then we're just going to there, so we don't want it to look like Ray Charles. I feel like got a bad rap because I was going to say I don't want to make it look like Ray Charles did, but he wasn't even attempted to do it.
He was real capable of a lot of things, though.
I don't know if it was brake line bending.
Maybe not, though.
A lot of people blame a lot of stuff on Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Because of his blindness.
I know it.
But he wasn't even there. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Can't blame it on. I mean, he's a good. I watched the movie, Jamie Foxx.
Mm-hmm. That's a great movie.
Can't blame it on Ray Charles because you did it. Someone did it crooked. That's what people tend to do. They blame a lot of stuff on Ray Charles. Let's make sure we got enough here.
Milli Vanilli blamed it on the rain, though.
It's funny how things in life go away because they was like deemed fakes, and now everyone is singing on.
Yeah.
Now everyone is singing on TikTok.
Yeah, they're real bitter about the lip syncing sensation that the world has become. Ruined their career. I loved them.
Where do you think they're at? Like at a bar?
Bitter, wherever they are.
Like at
On
a bar
a
in
cruise
Florida,
ship, on a cruise
washed
ship.
up.
They ought to just go back on tour at this point.
Yeah, they could. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go like that. We need to cut it right there. The very most important thing is you don't want to forget to put your fitting on.
Right.
Let's go over here. When I was a kid, things were pretty square. We had Paul Abdul, Milli Vanilli.
Mm-hmm.
It was going good.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And then they exposed them. I'd say everybody lip synced.
Paul Abdul's not a lip syncer.
I bet she has.
Well, yeah, they all have and do. They all do.
Do you think they had any talent?
Probably not, dude.
I mean, maybe they actually could sing, but just this one time, this track skipped on them and played.
Well, I mean,
So
I don't.
Just take a punch where that thing cuts it. See how it leaves it?
Yeah.
So I take the punch and clean that out.
They was around before auto-tune, so like to me, like when that's auto-tune's freaking faking it too.
Don't forget your fitting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Listen, you could make yourself sound good at any time. I used to go to Forest Fair Mall and they had a record your own tape booth and you could go in there and sing any song you wanted and it come out on a cassette tape like you had your own, you know. I made a couple singles.
You've never met anybody that liked music as much as me, but couldn't sing.
Same
I'm
here.
Bad.
Well,
I'm bad at singing.
There's only a few things that I feel like I sound good at, but I'm probably not.
Not only am I bad at, see, you got a hole in here,
I see.
and you're supposed to use this stopper because it kind of helps you locate it. But I have found that this particular tool likes a little extra. So it's not the most precision tool. So if you see me making a flare and looking at it over there, funny, I'm making sure it's good. I need to get a better tool. But I'm not going to let that slow me down. Oh no.
I also really loved New Kids on the Block, and they made a jump rope at one point in time that like also had a microphone on one side of the handle, so you could sing while you was jump roping. That was a great time.
Now see, I wasn't a big New Kids on the Block fan because I had young range gaydar.
You were definitely older than me too.
But I had gaydar, and I could see what was going on there. Even though you girls couldn't see it. And I'm not a hater, I'm just saying, like, that was false pretenses.
Mark Wahlberg's
They were
still
gay.
so hot.
3 of them were. Mark Wahlberg wasn't
Oh
even
yeah, it
in
was
there.
Donnie. That was Donnie. He
That
was
was Donnie.
ugly. Donnie was ugly. He had that
He
Jordan.
was the ugliest
Yes,
kid.
Jordan though.
But he was probably the straightest.
Yeah,
Probably the only one.
probably.
Don't tear me up. I'm not hating. I'm just talking about those particular people.
Hey, that was my first concert.
Everybody loved Ricky Martin, but
I did not.
He was gay. He didn't care.
I did not love Ricky Martin.
Milli Vanilli has more talent than that dancing trucker guy.
I hope you didn't need that went so far away.
Yeah, I'm down with it as long as that's a good flare. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot my fitting.
No, you didn't.
It's a double flare. Mm-hmm. How do you think that looks pretty good,
It
don't
looks
it?
good. Looks real professional.
You want it to have a good mushroom tip. This could be some Tim tips. You want to have a good mushroom tip there, and you don't want it to bend over to one side or the other too much. And then you want the sheath to come right up to the head like that.
Oh my gosh.
Let's put it on. This will be the last brake line
That is exciting.
until I put fluid in it and look for leaks. What is weird is we have shows coming up.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
I
I'm
hope
ready.
that Miller's swap meet isn't just freezing to death. Because
I know.
that was like really the first time we went. We had a good time.
Yeah, he said it's hit or miss in the spring with the weather.
Ooh, it could be real misty. March 1st is a dangerous day around here. Because you don't know what you're going to get.
No.
You could get a nice day, no rain,
Could
or
be
it
real
could
warm.
just be still February feeling. Straighten this out. Fine tune it. Do you love me? Woo! Do you remember like people nowadays don't even know, but when you watched MTV and that Kurt Loder guy come on, there was
Oh.
going to be some bad news.
It was real serious. Like, he was like the CNN for our generation. Like, he was going to tell us all of the awful things that were going on in the music world, which was a lot. I mean, people were getting shot. People were overdosing on drugs. There
Kurt
was
Cobain.
That's what I was talking about. But
I remember when that came out, and they were talking about Kurt Cobain, and I wasn't a huge fan, but I was having a hard time wrapping my head around how huge people were of fans of them.
oh, I knew
People
it.
couldn't handle that.
Dude, I remember it. Like significant people have died in our lifetime that like the time sticks out to me even when I was a kid. Like Diana. I know where I was when Diana died.
too.
I know where I was when Kurt Cobain, when that was announced. I know where I was in 6th grade. 6th grade. There was a record store around the corner I used to walk to all the time. Everybody was real sad there. It was like flowers and shit outside.
This could be a little tighter. I wish this was just a little lower. But
Well, you know what? It just, nothing's perfect. It looks good to me
I don't
though.
want it touching because it'll rub a hole.
Oh,
It's going in there. That's tight. We got to put in there, right here. Never seems to want to go back in, right? It's not going to. They don't make the brake line the same.
I'll tell you one thing I remember a lot when I was young was when Michael Jackson held his baby over the balcony. You remember that?
That was a bad deal.
It was real bad news, dude. They were like, he's holding his baby over the balcony. It was like Lion King or something. It was real weird,
But
dude.
we knew he was stupid.
It was real wild news, though, you know.
Everybody knew Michael Jackson was a wild card.
I know.
I mean, he changed his skin.
I liked him when I was little.
Okay. The new brake line isn't the same as the old brake line. They don't go in its snazzy little home. So we'll have to like zip tie that or something.
Okay.
Okay. New brakes, new hardware, new wheel cylinders, new lines, new shocks, new lift, new brake lines, new U-joints, new fluid in the transfer case, new oil in the transmission, a brand new clutch, a $300 clutch because it might be driven hard. So we'll put another one in. The motor, we've had it running. I put new freeze plugs in it. It had oil pressure. We got a brand new carb from Brian Beatty. We got an intake from Mike Voltall. We got a new grill in it. We got new emblems for it. Me and you put a new interior in it. We're almost there.
Yes.
The trouble with these trucks is the dash pad. You're always going to run into problems with the dash pad. They have dash pads in stock where we went, $375, so it'll be $400, and it's not going to fit
No.
the way the original one fits.
No, because if it fits like the grill fits, then definitely it's not going to fit right.
It's not.
So-
We just know it's not going
Yeah.
to fit right, but it will be new, and it'll just be, he said black.
I didn't
He
hear
said,
that
we got them in
part.
stock, they're usually black
That's fine.
for this truck.
Yeah.
New gas tank, new fuel line, new battery cables, new front brake lines, new front brakes, new front grease in the wheel bearings. All the wheel bearings are cleaned up. This is America, baby.
We're getting it done.
This is America.
You are.
So, really, we're down to pushing it off the lift and firing it up. Getting fuel cranking. That'll take a while. We'll put some fuel in a can and we'll fill it up. And all the wheels are bolted on tight. I got I might as well do this real quick because I had to do it the other night and I didn't show it because I was down here trying to film. When I bought these axles, these fasteners were in it. I couldn't get the back bolts to go in farther than they were screwed in because there was rust in there. I think these are the same size. So what I did was I got this guy here, old Tapperson here. Don't hurt to do this on all of them. Same size. Let me get a little blast. Last time I tapped something on camera, someone said, "Just blow it out with air." Because why would you want to do this? But I'm still going to do it my way. Spray myself in the eye hole. What happened on the rear end, I would get the bolts down and they'd get about a quarter inch from getting tight and they'd just stop.
Because they were full of stuff.
Full of rust. That right there would have gave me that same problem. See, it wads up.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to have a little parts washer,
Oh, God.
you just spray a lot in the palm of your hand
Gee
and then just
whiz.
do that. What? What?
That is horrible advice.
I'm fighting cancer. That's how you don't get it right there.
Oh, my God.
I've done shit like this my whole life, and then you'll tell me like, "What was that?" And that was just crazy. And I'll be like, "What?" You'll be like, "You had gas in your hand or something." I'll be like,
Do you know why? Because, like, that's my dad did the same shit and he ended up with heavy metal poisoning. That is exactly why.
"Is that like Metallica?" Or
Yeah, yeah. It's the hardest. It's Cradle of Filth.
Slayer?
Yeah. That's the real thing.
And then if you want to wash your hands, you get that.
Yeah.
Get that extra right there.
Yeah. My dad used to use Comet
clean
in
they'll
the
be.
shower. There was Comet in the shower when I was growing up. He used paint thinner to wipe his arms off
Me and
before
your
he'd leave
dad
the
would have
shop.
been a dynamic duo.
Probably a reason you weren't.
He wouldn't have had to teach me nothing.
No.
I already know all the dumb tricks. Okay. Let's refer.
Oh yeah, you got some list checking to do. Man.
Well, not really.
Why?
Well, it says fill brakes, check for leaks,
Oh.
and bleed brakes.
Okay, well,
Wait, so
you had to have just
Oh,
add it.
wait.
There you go.
Third brake line,
Okay.
done. Axle brakes, done. 27, tap front axle, tap front yoke, done.
Install grill.
I got that on. Do I got that on here?
No, you have grill and
Grill
headlight
and
bezels.
bezels?
Yeah.
So the next step would be to fill the brakes. And what I like to do is, instead of just pumping your ass off, I like to open them all, fill it while I'm doing something, and start watching for drips, start shutting them as they drip, and then have my assistant pump, hold. The radiator, power steering belt area will all happen at once. The slave cylinder, I need to order that. Paint the hood and stuff like that is not that important. A cluster also we priced up there. What was that? Almost $200.
I didn't hear what he gave you a price on
On the
it.
receipt that's in the back of the van. So I got a U-joint for the front drive shaft. I'll put that in. Everybody's seen that. But as far as the drive line's concerned, it could be driven. Like
Perfect.
Once the brakes are glad, it could be driven. And hopefully I don't get heavy metal poisoning. What's that do to you?
Gives you real bad neuropathy and makes you real sick.
Neuropathy.
Mm-hmm.
Like makes you where your hands don't hurt and stuff?
Your feet and your legs. He like couldn't hardly feel his legs above his knees. Or below his
You guys
knees.
doing like I told you so? It's like, that's a heavy metal.
No, I didn't know. I had to take him to a bunch of doctor's appointments. And then
Uranium?
it was from not wearing a respirator back when he used to paint all the time and washing his hands with paint thinner and his body with Comet every day.
I don't do it that much.
Well, it's the deal. You're in it. You breathe it.
What else you got?
I got nothing.
Lower that, pull that hook here a second.
No.
Will it?
I mean, I'm holding it. There.
Look at that leg there.
I don't want
See
to.
the daylight?
Oh my
I
God.
mean, it wouldn't have fell. It would have just made a noise. Heavy metal. I never even heard of that being a real thing.
It is real.
Okay, well, that's about it for the filming.
Yeah.
The filming work.
Yeah, I think that's it. Good job, babe. It's looking good. That looks good.
It'll look real good when we got that hood painted.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you scratched it.
Man, I'm such a jerk.
Where's the marker at? Funny story, I'll tell you a funny story about me. We used to have a row of campers sitting out at the front of the field. And one night we were having a party. And I always had a square body. Look at that. So I had a square body, and my buddy had a little Dodge Dakota with a V8 in it. And he couldn't do a donut. Like he was out there in the field dumping the clutch, and it wouldn't do a donut. And in my opinion, anyone can do a donut, right? I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, let me show you how to do a donut. Get in my truck. And I had a truck just like this. We hadn't lifted it yet. It still had hubcaps on it. 1986, bright red, the one I've shared pictures of. Looked just like this in the front. And so we go across the field, and I got it to the floor. All 150 horsepower is just a singing. And I'm doing my thing, trying to do some donuts. And it wouldn't do nothing. It just went in a straight line, and it drove right up into a camper.
Through it.
Through into it. Like we were up in it, me and my buddy, Nate and Mike, I think was their names. And we were like looking at each other in the living room of a pretty nice camper. Like up in the framework and up in it and stuff. And like stuff settling around us. And we had to back it out. And it was the worst noise, backing it out in the sheet metal. And it messed my hood up, and it messed things up. So the very next morning, Saturday morning, I jumped up and headed for the flea market.
Oh man.
And got me a bugs deflector.
Nice.
You know the good
Yes.
ones you can
Oh
get.
yes.
Had me a tinted bug deflector. It came up, and you couldn't see the massive dents in my hood.
Good cover.
Yeah. But then come the questions from my dad of what happened to the camper. Like, did you see that camper somebody rammed? Nope.
Oh no.
Nope. And then he'd be like, that was a pretty nice camper. I wonder who rammed it? And I was just like, I have no idea.
Oh my God.
You know? And
Horrible.
yeah, I thought I probably had him fooled.
Yeah, right.
But there's no way
He knew the whole time.
there was red paint on it. You know what I mean? And I was missing paint.
And you had a bug deflector.
Needed it that day. I had to have it because the bugs were everywhere. It must have been a cicada outbreak or something.
Yeah.
Like that's just
Kids are so dumb. They just think their parents don't know
I
anything.
was full grown.
Well, you're still a kid at that age. You still don't Do you think you can fool your parents?
Well, at least we didn't put it in park and get out and try to push it out. Like that's what
Hey,
kids these days would
you
do.
know.
At least we were trying to. And then same buddy that was with me, they spent about 6 weeks one time painting an S10, and he was going to go through the back and do some donuts, and he run it right up into the woods and tore it all to hell and cried real tears.
Man.
Yeah. So that's a story. That's all the stories I got for today. Telling on myself. We'll see you.
All right. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. I'm freezing cold. I can see my breath in here. I don't know about you. You've been working, but I'm cold.
That's another barn burner. All 50,000 of you are going to enjoy this video.
Oh yeah, for sure. So thanks for continuing to watch through all of the boring stuff that we've got to get through. We've got some fun stuff coming. We're heading to Florida in March. We've got some other shows we're gonna try to see, I guess, at the beginning of March, and maybe a swap meet in between there. So we're going to keep you on the road.
Yep.
Make sure you get to our website, get some of that merch. Make sure that you are marking your calendars for our car show, May 16th and 17th. We have a lot of fun stuff coming for that. So
we hope to have a huge turnout. We want it to be a meet and greet of like-minded people.
yeah.
So whether you have a YouTube channel or not, that doesn't matter to us. Come on out. Someone asked me at the store the other day, is this only for big trucks? Absolutely
No.
not.
Come on, come on.
It's open to any gearhead.
Yeah.
It don't
Cars
matter.
and camping. Come have fun.
We'll allow a Mustang. Come out and just show off your stuff and shake hands with people. We have a little bit of entertainment and food. We're trying to grow it each year and everything. Obviously, it's tougher than you think it would be because there's a lot of factors of scheduling and weather and other shows.
Is a big deal.
Yep, we're stuck in the barn, but that's what our channel's built on, is homegrown, do it yourself, don't pay no one else to do it, you can fix it, believe in yourself, find the inspiration, one piece at a time. This is it's what it is. We can't really change the scenery, but we are trying to produce the coolest things we can.
Yeah.
And just kind of, we have some hardcore fans. We appreciate those. We know about all of you by name, so we appreciate it.
Yeah.
The support. A lot of you support us no matter what. It's tough to shoot good videos this time of the year here. That's the only thing I can keep saying.
We do our best.
There's other YouTubers moving to Florida just so they can feel like they have better content. We don't have that option. So we're going to hit the road as much as we can and just show you our life through the windshield of dirty hands, hard work, and then payoff.
Yeah.
So
All the fun things or all the boring things you had to watch, you'll get to see where they go. So that's the fun part to look forward
if
to.
you think it was boring to watch, you should have been stuck here in the garage for the last 4 months.
Yeah, you get the edited versions,
I
right?
can't wait to just drive something. Like this black truck. It's like when you take a project on, you don't think of every hour you got to spend on it. So it's a major job. And I understand why a lot of people's projects sit. So we're just here to try to get you off your butt and go out to the garage, suck on some diesel fumes and work on something.
All right, we'll catch you on the next one.
And don't get that heavy metal poisoning. Peace and grease. Go buy a t-shirt.